I have a confession to make. I am an idiot. 500 collection logs at once is a lofty goal. This is episode 4 of the 5-episode series of me collecting all 500 of these collection logs, and our counter is at a whopping 200. Preparation for this opening started over 2 years ago, and I wanted to stack everything I could. Keys, tick. Clues, tick. Minigames, tick. I made spreadsheet after spreadsheet with calculations on every single one to be able to get to the 500 number. The boss collection log I had mostly written off, because you can't really stock up on boss kill count. Except there are 3 notable exceptions. Temporos, which I already stacked up enough flakes for the 4 outfit pieces here. Wintertot, which I won't be stocking up points here because it's a pet roll and that just seems too rare. And then there's Skotizo. I'm missing the Jar of Darkness and the Dark Totem from Skotizo. The rates for these items are 1 out of 200 and 1 out of 128 respectively. I figured that if I had stacked up a couple hundred totems, I could technically stack up a boss and quickly kill him a couple of 100 times. There is a carpentry proverb that says, measure twice and cut once, which I should try to incorporate more into my life, because let's do a test. Warped jellies are a pretty good way to get totem pieces. They drop a totem piece at a rate of 1 out of 360, so completing a single totem would take about 1,080 jelly kills on average. So let's turn on the kill tracker plugin and see how many kills an hour we get. Just under 300 kills per hour, but we'll assume 300 just to be generous. This means stacking up a totem from Skotizo takes on average 3.6 hours for me. So to stack 200 totems would be 720 hours. Keep in mind, this is a fairly efficient method to gather totems. I am not a fairly efficient player. I'm doing Slayer tasks like Blood Velds in the Catacombs, so this is easily over 1,000 hours to get all of these totems. And while I was planning out the route I wanted to take to open all 500 collection logs, I realized that doing over 200 totems on stream isn't going to be very fun to watch, because there will be over 200 hard clues and 50 elites that I have to do on stream, and it'll just slow things down considerably. So instead, let's crack that stack open now. At least the clues will benefit us. Look at that. 202 dark totems. I'm expecting 202 hard clues. Maybe more if I get totem pieces, and because I have the elite combat diaries, elite clues are a 1 out of 4, so I should get about 50 of them. I am going to be taking a few clue breaks because I have juggled over 100 hards before, and I hated it. The gear is pretty simple, pretty much just max melee. I might bring up Voidwaker or the Burning Claws for a special attack, but we'll see how the Emberlight works. I maybe should have gotten a Slayer task to speed this up and get some more Brimstone keys, but I didn't really feel like task skipping, so oh well. Okay, I decided to go grab a Voidwaker because I think I'll restore my special attack after every kill, so this will be pretty helpful. And here we are, the first kill of hundreds. I'm pretty sure that this boss has the longest death animation. There we go. We got an elite as well. This is probably what I want most, is just a lot of elites because they're so annoying to get otherwise. Finishing up the first trip now. This gear set feels pretty good. The kills are going quick. I was thinking about maybe... I didn't get a hard. I have a... Oh my god. Did I leave a hard in the bank? I can't believe I didn't check that. Do I have the 5 box? I'm pretty sure I have the 5 box. Yeah, okay. I should be able to hold 5. So it must just be in the bank. That's upsetting. Hopefully I don't lose any more clues. I'll go get that 1 out of the bank and drop it. But that's a little bit annoying to start out like this. I know I can one-hit the pillars around the arena, but whenever I go to a pillar and kill it, he just respawns the pillars. So I'm just going to ignore the pillars so I'm not running laps around the arena my whole life. I forgot how good his normal drop table is. This is actually some pretty good sailing prep if you think about it, because I think I need a lot of GP for sailing, with the new planks costing 7,500 per plank. We are getting dangerously close to the opening video, so make sure that you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss that or the stream where we open everything. Over 500 collection logs at once. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm doing like no damage. So, I mean, all 4 altars are up. I think this means I have 25% of my normal damage. Maybe I should just go run over and hit an altar. Kill him. Kill him quickly. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's worth to kill the altar then, if it's that easy. Except, is it back already? Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the altars anymore then, for sure. Seems like a waste of time. I think this grind is gonna put me over 1,000 ancient shards. I don't really know why I still pick them up. Maybe there'll be a use in the future. I probably stacked more clues than I should have, so I'm gonna take a small break from Skotizo to go do all of these clues now. This guy is training on these guys? He must be doing a Slayer task, just without a black mask yet. I don't think I've actually ever seen anybody killing the bandits up here. For anyone that didn't know, the Clue Helper plugin can now have more than 4 dots, so I do 6 and it feels super quick like this, but you could even do more than that if you want. Back to Skotizo now. I still need the totem and the jar, and as long as I see one of them, I'll be pretty happy with this grind. Every single kill from this boss just feels so satisfying. A shield left half and another dupe Skotizo pet at exactly 150 kill count. It looks really nice. There we go. Jar of Darkness already. This is the rarest drop from Skotizo, and I am so happy to have it. I'm gonna put this in the player-owned house right away. Sire, you've had your time. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I don't know if it's just because it was the rarest jar drop by a long shot for so long before they changed it or what, but it feels really nice to have this one on the account. I have to go do a combat achievement now so I don't sacrifice 100 million. I'm not quite sure what to work on though, but I'll give it a look to see what I have left. I should probably do one of these Doom combat achievements. Mokeato Drift. Defeat the Doom at level 8 or above before he finishes the burrow phase. Grub Patrol, don't let a grub be absorbed. This is the one with the shield. Dark down here is wave 16. I think I'll probably do the drift one. I think that happens a lot on accident anyways, if I just T-bow and get lucky. The only thing I'm missing from Doom is the pet, so I guess if I got lucky and I saw a golden hole with the pet, I would probably just sacrifice the 100 mil, because it would be pretty silly to risk that. I failed the Praying Mantis for restoring my prayer points. That one's actually probably not too hard. Just going 1 to 8 would be very minimal flicking. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that one. Maybe I'll do that next. I think I need to let this grub just go into him. Yeah, I needed to fail Grub Patrol. I don't want to accidentally get 2 combat achievements and sacrifice 100 mil. So that should be an easy combat achievement to fail on purpose, as long as I remember to fail it. Delve level 8. I just realized I didn't bring dragon arrows, so I'm not sure how well this will work. I also should probably bring dragon knives next time if I don't get this right now. It's been so long since I did this. The car should be starting right after this grub. Yeah, there we go. Did not mean to click the grub. Small hits, small hits. Yeah, I ZCB'd too late. I only got a 77 out of it. Should have done it right away. Oh my god. 30% of his HP still. I wasn't even close. I kind of thought this would be a one and done. But I guess we'll get the KC anyways. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think Delve 9 and further actually has less HP. So I'm just going to move on and try to do it during this run still, because I think I can still possibly get this combat achievement if I happen to get it on Delve 9, which has less HP than Delve 8. I have scuffed this up. I am brewed down. Shoot. This is not looking promising. Yeah, and I'm hitting 2s. What is that? 57 with the ZCB. I am not handling the ZCB correctly. I really should get the Dragon Knives instead. Just tank this, I guess. Ah, there was a chance. If I didn't hit a 3, and I failed the combat achievement, so you can get it past wave 8. Little bit unfortunate. We could have had it there. Not a lot of supplies. I don't think I should go any further. But we may as well try one more, because I've got a couple brews and 1 divine, so I can get something out of it at least. Come on, is that it? No way! I failed by 1 damage. That's really upsetting. I don't like that. I'm really hoping between the Dragon Knives and the Dragon Arrows that this goes a bit smoother. I also brought the Halberd, which is super nice to do. I haven't been able to do that before. Also the Ayak, super nice to do. Not looking good. 122s. I think I can do the Dragon Knives right after this slam, though. Oh, please. Did I fail? That's a fail, huh? Oh, I got it. I got it. He got out of his drift mode. I thought I failed. Ooh, a little bit spicy. That is somehow a personal best. That's still very slow, but going back to Skotizo now. Didn't lose 100 million. First kill back and we're already rewarded with an elite clue scroll. It is 1 a.m. and I've got all these clues. So I'm sorry, Morning Spencer, but I'm going to be a dick and go to bed. This is your problem to deal with now. Realized I hadn't shown the log yet. My apologies. I am at 6 pets and 6 claws. Let's see if we can keep up that ratio. I haven't gotten any of the onyxes from Skotizo. These are all from other sources. Zulrah mostly, I think. And of course, the new item is the beautiful Jar of Darkness. Hopefully, we can get the totem and have a new green log today. If anybody knows why my Tazar ground is showing again, I would love to know. I had that ground marker plugin, or the ground item hider, I don't remember what it's called, but it used to hide all the red lines and made this area a lot easier on the eyes. But now, I don't know, it just doesn't, I don't like all the red lines. So if anybody knows what I'm doing wrong, I would love to hear it. The stack is complete. Of course, I'm saving my Sherlock clue, and I'm always going to save one other clue just in case it turns to Jardrick, so then I can do a Jardrick skip, which is a weird clue method, but it's nice. Finally, we get the first Dark Claw of the grind. It has... This is supposed to be pretty common, I think, so just a little bit weird. I haven't seen a completely worthless item, but it's always kind of neat to see. Pet number 7 from Skotizo, coming in at kill count 176. I wish I could just have an army of these guys following me, because I don't know. I'm sure people have a lot more, but 7 pets and 7 claws. The ratio is staying. Another shield left half and a totem piece, where we might actually be able to make a new totem now. I wasn't thinking about that, but just making the totem should get me a couple extra KC as well during this grind. Already another totem piece, so for sure I'm getting at least 1 more KC out of this by making the totems. There it is, 1 more totem. So we are at 132 left to go. We're not even halfway, oh my god. Oh my god. Guess who missed kill count 200? Well, there's 201, still no totem. But that's okay. We press on. We have like 100 more totems to go. Pet number 8. We are raking them in. Totem piece number 3. So surely that means the next totem drop will be the completed totem. Dark Claw, number 2 of the grind. I'm pretty sure these are just used to make the dark flippers or the purple Slayer helm. And I used to rock the purple Slayer helm, but now we've got the Araxite one, so I've gone Team Orange. Dark Claw, number 3. I'll stop calling them all out because they're going to be showing up quite frequently. Not sure what to say at this point. I'm just very fortunate on the pets. Let's really hoping we can get up to 10 double-digit pets would be pretty cool. Why do I keep stacking so many? I'm just making this not enjoyable for myself. 36 hards and 10 elite caskets that we're going to add to the bank after this round of clues. And we are still saving our Sherlock and then just one extra step, once again, just in case I get Jardrick. And because I keep talking about Jardrick steps, this is what I mean. If you get the elite step that wants you to talk to Jardrick, drop this clue immediately and pick up a different clue. You can pick up the Jardrick clue as well. It's bugged in some way, and you can actually hold both of these clues at the same time. When you finish the casket that is not Jardrick, all the steps that you just did counted towards the Jardrick clue as well. So now all you have to do is talk to Jardrick, and you're going to get a casket right away. It's pretty much a free completed elite casket when you get this step. Almost down to the last 50 dark totems. I'm starting to lose a bit of hope on the totem collection log from Skotizo. Oh my god, collection log, dark totem, there it is. Oh my god, there's actually a jar of darkness with it as well? That's actually an insane drop. Those are like the 2 rarest things from Skotizo. The jar of darkness and the dark totem. Oh man, the dark totem's not lit up. An elite and a heart as well. This is an insane drop. That's, okay. That's wild to think that if I didn't get the Jar of Darkness earlier, this drop would have lost me 100 million. I didn't even consider that possibility. I mean, honestly, what else can I say about this log? I didn't think I would get both the drops I was missing, so I am way more than satisfied. I'm green logged with 9 pets, 2 jars, and 12 claws. I don't want to sound selfish, but I really hope I get one more pet just to have the double-digit pet in the collection log. 49 more totems to go. I'm going to try my hardest to finish up today, but doing 50 hards and however many elites I get does take quite a while. I figure that it's impossible for me to get another collection log here, so I'm just going to finish up all my totems before doing a combat achievement. There are actually multiple people training here in the deep wild. One with a cannon too, and is he casting water spells? At least cast fire spells for the elemental weakness, dude. This is one of the craziest things I've seen. Maybe they're doing Wilderness Slayer? I don't know. I hope they get something. Uh-oh. Oh. He didn't go for me. He's going for the bot, dude. He's got a lot of keys, though. I'm just gonna world hop away from that situation. I was trying so hard to catch him and then he just fell. Another totem piece and a dark claw. But the totem piece I think is my 3rd one again, so I think I can make another completed totem. 4 totems to go, so if I can make this last one, then we can... Yeah, I can make this last one, so we will have 5 totems, which is one more complete trip. Here it is, the very last kill. 500 death runes, that's okay. Another heart, of course, but now we have to go do all these clues and then take a look at our loot. And finally, we are completely done with all of the hards and elites. That was a bit too much stack in there at the end. But let's take a look at all of this real quick. During the whole grind, I only missed out on 1 hard clue casket, so it wasn't really too bad. I ended up with 55 elites, so slightly above the rate, which is very nice, and I green logged the Skotizo collection log. I got lots of alchables between the rune drops, the battle staffs, and the onyx bolt tips, and a pretty decent amount of runes overall. The raw anglerfish are very nice for me because I already have the fishing pet, so I don't really like to fish anglerfish that much. Sadly, I never got the 10th Skotizo pet, so I'll have to come back sometime for sure to get that. And let's do a quick price check. It comes out to 32,150,000. We are missing just the one jar of darkness I put in the house, but it would still be pretty much the same, just 300,000 more. Not a bad grind at all. Of course, the big point of this grind is the clue scrolls, so those 204 hards and 55 elites should have a lot more value in them than the 32 million you see here. All of that to say, we spent about 1,000 hours stacking up totems, and it brings our collection log stack nowhere. This isn't the only massive time loss I made though. We need to recognize that 500 collection logs stacked up is a pretty lofty goal, and that's not changing. I'm not backing out of this goal. But I need to apologize that I was planning a few bigger things, but I'm going to have to not follow through with them. Not because I'm not going to do them, but doing them now would result in pushing back the opening even more for such a small reward. I am, of course, talking about the raid reward capes. Each of the 3 raids offer cosmetic capes that happen to be on the collection log for 100, 500, 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 completions each. You don't automatically get these capes upon the raid completion, so they are stackable. This means if I got 2,000 of each raid, I could have 15 extra slots stored. 2,000 of each raid sounds excessive, so over a year ago, I decided to just do 1,000 of each. Many members of my clan enjoyed this because it meant I was doing 10 TOAs a day, and it was a lot of fun. But 1,000 of each raid is a big commitment for only a few extra slots. I'll still get the 2k capes at some point, but for now, I will settle around where I am. While I do have over 600 normal mode and over 600 challenge mode Chambers of Xerix kill count, only the challenge mode ones count for the capes, which means I have 2 collection logs stored up. At TOA, I have 130 normal and 752 experts. Both of these actually count, so I'm at 882 kill count total that count towards the capes. I might finish this one off before the opening, but that's a big might. Either way, we're just going to count this as 2 collection logs for now. For the Theater of Blood, I have 151 normal and 225 hard mode. Like TOA, both of these categories count towards the cape, so I am at 376 total kill count. I unfortunately don't meet the requirements for the 500 kill count cape, so I can only count this as 1 collection log. I am still missing the pet, the dust, and the Sing kit from Tob, so I plan on doing quite a bit of HMT before finishing the series, so there's a decent chance I actually get the 500 cape. But just in case, I'm going to assume that I don't get the 500 kill count. Which means, between all 3 raids, we have a combined total of 5 stored collection logs, bringing our total to 205 collection logs stored out of the 500. This is episode 4 out of 5 in this mini-series where I show how I will store 500 collection logs, which means next episode I'll be showing the final bits of hoarding I've done to get those remaining 295 collection log slots. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that one. Sailing is about to drop, so there will be a few sailing videos before I release episode 5. I talked about it in the last episode, but I think I've fully decided that any collection logs that come from the sailing update will not count towards the Collection Grandmaster series. When I was trying to figure out the final collection logs to finish the series, I made a little spreadsheet, and it would be pretty challenging for me to get Grandmaster and end the series because the remaining collection logs are fairly hard to get, and I always like a challenge. But with sailing bringing over 80 collection logs, it just makes it too easy and not very fun. So any sailing collection logs I get will have no bearing on the Collection Grandmaster series. Alright, cool. There it is, the 10th pet. We had to get a few more totems and go for it. And the Skotizo log, 10 pets. We are done with this boss. A huge thank you to the channel members. In the Distinguished Pencilman tier, we have Dakota A, Cody C, Villains Fury, Dreamsins, Avery, Like a Wolf, Soba, YPGV2, Hayden OP. And in the right-hand pen tier, we have Timothy Z, Maps, Iron Snoop, Mushroom, and French Fry. And finally, in the Sir Pen tier, we have Mr. Blake himself. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.